I'm hoping to off, but it's not looking like it because I got to put front calipers on my van.
Oh shit. Oh, it's just calipers. Maybe those don't normally take too long if there's no other problems. So
No, that's all I'm doing. I'm just swapping out calipers and front brakes. No rotors, no nothing else. Yeah, so I could
yeah,
probably have that done, even though I'm on the grind, maybe an hour and a half, two tops. That's if I'm
yeah,
just
hour and a half, 2 hours
lollygagging.
max.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's one thing I did
Shannon.
like about little cars like Dots and stuff. Hi, Shannon. You could do those in like 45 minutes. Hi, Tom Riley. So
Oh hell
boom,
yeah.
boom, done. Tom Kingery.
Hey
Hello.
Tom.
We got two Toms in here already.
Hey
Tom,
Tom and Tom.
Tom, and Shannon.
Tom,
But
this is
I
Tom.
got out
Tom, this is
today.
Tom.
Believe me,
Good. William.
I'm doing a. I'm going to do like a 3-parter. Torchy
Torchy.
on the run. I took the Vanquish out and I went down this really steep trail down to a section I'd done before. Marty, how you doing?
Hey Marty.
And so I'm going to hit the same place with the Xterra and the double score after I hit a couple places, another place with the Vanquish, and then go back over it with those machines to see if I could find anything I missed.
Right.
But I spent 3 hours today, got a shotgun shell and 3 shield pennies. That was it.
What?
And a bunch of canvas law. Well, it's down by the river at the reserve. And
Yeah.
I'd been there before, and all
Hey,
I got
John.
was canceled. Johnny, thank you for coming by, brother. And but it was all overgrown in spots where you couldn't get into. I thought there's got to be stuff back in there. No, cancel on crap. John,
Hey,
find your
John.
keeper. And I'm digging like 8, 9, 10 inches, and I'm getting a crushed beer can.
Oh, that sounds like that dirt's been moved.
Well, floods. It's right next to a river, and it's probably
Yeah.
1.5 foot above the river. So I imagine during floods, it brought in silt and stuff, just.
Yep.
But right next to where people park down there and camp sometimes on the weekend, right next to where they had a fire pit, where I found the 3 shield pennies, one buried and 2 right on the ground. But there's a guy that picks up all the aluminum cancel-on cans, and I threw that into the burn pit. He'll walk by and see it and grab it. So,
hey, Ron. Hey, Brenda.
Ronnie, how you doing? Well, we already got 10 people in here. Sweet.
Nice.
Danny boy.
Hey, Dan.
But,
hey, Mama's Gone Detecting's here, Bill. Wait, Mama's Gone Creating. I'm sorry.
Hi, Brenda. But I figured that would be a good series. Test 1 with the Vanquish, test 2 with the Xterra Pro, and test 3 with the double score. And I'm already having problems with the double score, so I'm going to get hold of Nocta.
What's wrong?
Their carbon fiber shaft, the cam locks aren't holding now. For one. And one of my buttons is failing.
So already?
Like, hey guys, already.
That's a touch membrane too, right? Yeah.
Oh, it's got the buttons like the Vanquish. It's not, they're raised, not a lot, but it's the Xterra Pro's got membranes, and I got no problem with it. Yeah. And the cam locks don't, come loose on it. But I was noticing the other day, I started going, there's a wobble in this. Next thing I know, the shaft falls out. So I marked it. And the second shaft I had in a good 4.5 inches. So there's no reason it should have just slipped out.
No, Dan, not the Legend, the double score.
The double score. Nah. Clamp style fixed. Can't adjust them. So I'm going to get home and go, hey, what the hell? It's a brand new machine and the cam locks aren't holding. This sucks. But there's a good bit of wobble in it, even when they're closed and up. I mean, it's just they're too loose.
Which button's giving you problems on the screen?
It's the one that changes frequency. Or no. Anyways, it's all the way to the left. Okay. You'll hit it and it won't do anything. Got to keep hitting it.
No.
John says he worried about it with the D2, same style. I mean, yeah, I've used the machine a lot, but damn, it's still brand, it's still a new machine. Hi,
Brand
Mystic.
new. Mystic.
So it should not, those cam locks should not be failing. The buttons, I can understand. I got heavy hands, so that's one thing I always
no matter what.
About.
Go ahead, Bill.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, no matter what, there's going to get dust and some sort of particles into those buttons, and it's going to cause an issue. Could have been from manufacturer too.
Yeah, but that's like with the Bounty Hunters and Technetics, the 80 styles membranes.
Yeah.
Freaking first thing that goes is the pinpoint button, man. So I just quit using the pinpoint button on them and just used a pinpointer.
That's true.
Yeah,
John.
I know it's not like Dr. John. That's what pisses me off. I mean, I know other people are having problems with their Legends, but we're talking 7-8 months down the road. Lock screw loosens up all the time. Well, this isn't a lock screw, Danny. It's here.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the cam lock screw.
Well, the
I've
cam
broken
lock
so many of them.
On the Vanquish and the Xterra work fine. I've never had any problems with them at all. But these, there's no way to tighten it. It's got a pin through it. And the lock is just a little flat piece down in there that pushes up against the shaft. I mean, it's not even It's like a 1/4 inch wide. No rubber, no nothing. Just a little piece of plastic.
Ron.
And I don't know if you can notice that, but I can move that thing with it locked. See that?
Yeah, I can see it wiggling. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't do that with the Xterra and the Vanquish. So.
Yeah, luckily I haven't had any problems with the cam locks on my Legend.
Well, you got a different style shaft on it too. This is that semi-rectangular carbon fiber. And I don't know if the cam locks are the same on this as they are in the Legend. Yeah, they'll be good for fixing it, John. It's just the idea. It's like, the most expensive machine is a 3, and it's the one with the problems and the newest.
Hey, John wants to know, could the shaft be worn out where it contacts the latch?
No, it's not worn. I can't see any wear on it at all.
Oh, you are, Bart? Yeah, Bart says he's having the same issues with his Legend. Yeah, luckily I haven't.
Yeah, it is frustrating, John. But on another note, I was looking for one of my better books, Ben Franklin's Fart Proudly, and I can't find it. But I did find Who Cut the Cheese? A Cultural History of the Fart. There's some great stuff in here. Teflon tape. I just might do that, if that's the only issue. Yeah. Yeah, it is, Danny, but I hate to say it, the actual build quality of the Xterra is really good, I know Mine Shaft has had problems with, their coils and this and that and the stuff drowning, but I haven't had any of those issues with the Xterra. The only issue I have is I want the 8x6-inch coil, and I still can't get one.
Georgianne, how you doing, darling?
I do not want to. I guess. Well, what is it? The Equinox 700 900 coil for the 7 and 900 work on the Xterra Pro, not the 6 and 8. Hi, Georgianne. But I don't want to pay double the price for the coil. Plus, it's a round one. I like that narrower, 8x5 coil. It's an inch narrower. That's the one I want. But and the one time they had it in stock, supposedly, and I paid them the money. I got the money back, and they said, "Sorry, we were waiting. We were supposed to get another order today, and they didn't come in." And I haven't seen them since.
Oh man!
So
My back is itchy. Sorry, guys.
So, and they don't have small coils out for the double score yet, and the Legends won't work on them. Hi, Ray.
Ray.
I dare you to fart on the stream. I farted in my videos, so. But
yeah, same here.
So the only one with a small coil I got is the Vanquish with the little A. Mrs. Can Do, hello. So I'm kind of, when I want to get into the real thick brushy areas, hey Joel, I'm stuck using the Vanquish, so I can get some different coils. Because I was even thinking, yeah, I'll pick up a used 6-inch Knox coil. They only want like $20 less for a used one than over a new one. It's like, nah, I'm not going to pay damn near brand new price for a used coil.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's times like this I really miss.
You're right, Danny. The 8-inch coil is a beast on the Vanquish. I wish it'd work on the Xterra, but it won't.
Just be cool.
Just be cool. Yeah.
Oh, Brendan, I can always show you a close-up of my tramp stamp.
Yeah, that's the one thing I never gotten. I always wanted to and just never got around to getting a tattoo.
Yeah, I got, I guess technically 3 of them.
Danny, which Knox coil was that? The 600 or the 700? Because I understand they don't interchange. Yeah, but was it the 700 Knox or the?
I think he said 600, first one.
600. Okay, it was the okay. Yeah. I'll remember that. Okay. Yeah, if I could get a good deal on a used 6-inch one, I'd just go that route. But
yeah, if it's like $20 less than a brand new one, yeah, screw that.
Well, yeah, I only seen like 2 of them, and one looked pretty bad, but they both. I mean, you can get a brand new one for $180, which is still $80 more than the Xterra Pro coil, and the 2 that I saw used were like $159. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
One looked like he had a cracked ear on it. So
probably did.
Nah, ain't paying that kind of price for a used coil.
I don't blame
you. Dennis, how you doing?
Hey, Dennis.
Good.
Well, I feel you, Bill. I can't stop yawning myself.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I went out and I spent 3.5 hours to get that shotgun shell and the 3 shield pennies today. And I went up and down a hillside like that, down to the field to get to it. I found the shotgun shell up on the ridge, actually, up the hill. And the only other thing I saw was a rusted out spray can. That had been there a long time. Still had the plastic lid on it. But most of the body of the can was gone.
So, good to hear that, Dennis.
Good to hear it, Dennis. Yeah.
Oh. Mystic. Oh, man, I used to love coffee, but then when I got COVID the first time, it just messed with my taste buds to where I can't stand the taste of it.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, COVID it just tore me up with coffee. I just can't handle the taste anymore.
Try different coffees. Maybe something other than regular coffee.
Yeah. I've tried different brands, different types.
You tried coffee in it?
Yeah, I've even tried like decaf just to see, you know. I hate it. I just can't handle it anymore. David. Hey, backbreaking, David.
How you doing?
Pissed me off so much, yeah.
But
Richie's a funny man. Did you see his text?
Yeah. But No. When I put the video out, you'll see it's like I came down this trail, and when I got down to where I was at, you could see the line. Well, I put out a new video. Drunken Chef Barbecue. Oh, and welcome. I like the name. I found a miner's tag, but it was a tool checkout tag, not one. Yeah. Well, from that, it was like a 45-degree angle straight up the hill to where the home site is. So I thought, okay, that tag is way down here. I can see where the home site is, like straight up the hill this way. So I came down that way. Nothing in between. It's like, how did that tag get all the way down there and yet nothing in between?
Hey, Hunter.
Or at least down this trail about 10 feet each side of it.
Yep.
I'll traipse around the hillside, but I have to go up the hill to do it because coming downhill, I'd have to turn around because it's so steep. You just trying to metal detect down the hill and dig a hole just doesn't work. So.
No.
Richie. So, Loretta, hello. We got 19 people in here. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, location is key, John. Now down at the other end of the property, and I just love it when people give me info that isn't quite correct. When I stalk the guy across the street, he goes, "Oh yeah," he goes, "You go down this ridge and there's a little gully." Well, in the one video I show you water, it's not a gully; it's a man-made ditch for the runoff from the farms to come down to the river. Well, it's full of water and it's all muddy over there, so I got to wait for that to dry up. Of course, It's stopped raining now, so it shouldn't take too long. But on the other side of that, where that drainage is, there is a bottle dump that I want to get to. And at least he says this down there. And it could be that it can't be too far from where it's at because there's another piece of property there that is off limits. There's a old semiconductor plant that was never opened. They built it, never used it, but that's no trespassing in there. So, but he goes, yeah, it's all fairly modern stuff by the looks of it on top. And we go, well, you know, just up the hill way, the modern stuff I see is like 1940s vintage. So. 1700s is good. Yeah, I wish I could find a 1700s place around here to detect. Mid 1800s pretty much for me that I found, which is still good. Better, back in California, yeah, there's places in the 1800s, but they wouldn't let you touch them.
That's the problem here. There's a 1780s mansion like 3 blocks from me that's off limits.
Yep. Well, what happened is back in the 70s and 80s, a bunch of people retired out of the Bay Area for like General Motors and this and that, moved up and they made all kinds of money in the Bay Area and sold their places and bought the old Victorians up that were run down where I live for like, $50,000. Then they dumped $500,000 into them and $100,000 into the yard. So they didn't want anywhere near the yard, even if the yard didn't look that great. You want to do what in my yard? The cross came out and wooden stake, all that. So
yeah, they slowly reach behind the door and you hear.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, the few places I did find, and it's weird because I don't remember. As a kid growing up, I seen guys with metal detectors at the parks and stuff. Never did see anybody in yards. But the few houses, old ones, I did get permission on. I never found anything. It was the ones from the 1940s I found stuff at.
Nice.
Instead of the Victorian era ones. So I thought that was weird.
Oh, nice finds, Georgianne.
Civil War took. Nice, Georgianne. Nice. Congrats.
So, Georgianne, when are you going to invite Bill and I down? Yeah, we'll come over. We'll help you find some of that stuff.
Yeah. half pint of bacon ranch pasta. That's a diet meal, Danny. Yeah. 3 hot dogs and bacon ranch pasta.
Hey, Dennis, you're not allowed to detect on Bonnie Parker's home site. That's my aunt. And where's this at again, Dennis?
Did you punch him, Danny?
Wow. Right behind your house. Nice.
Wait,
that's cool.
But you're going to be.
Georgiana, where do you live? Talk slow. I'm going to write this down.
Well, Mama, we got enough freezing here to hopefully kill off most our bugs, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
The flies and gnats are out. The only thing I'm worried about is the ticks and chiggers. So, got to get some Repel with that bug killer in it. Spray on my clothes.
Yeah, I always buy. What do I buy? That stuff with DEET in it. But I buy the 100% DEET.
Yeah, DEET's good, but they make stuff called Repel. You don't spray it on you, spray it on your clothes. It's got permethrin or something like that it's called. It actually kills them. DEET just makes them go away. But you don't put it on you, just put it on your clothes, your shoes, your hat, whatever. Then use the DEET on yourself. But if they get on your clothes, it kills them.
Yep. So. Hey, Georgia, Columbus isn't that far from Pittsburgh, so I'll be over sometime tomorrow. Promethean, yep. Okay. Yep, see? That's what Georgianne said. See you in about 3 hours. There we go.
Permethrin. Thank you, Dennis. That's what the word I was looking for. In Canavit, you can get, I think, it in a can off for like $6. So you spray that on your clothes. It's good for a couple weeks. The really good stuff is good for about 4 to 6 weeks, though.
Yeah.
And 6 washings, it says. You only have to apply it once every 4 to 6 washings on your clothes. Because the chiggers get real bad here. Then the other thing there, you got to watch out for the snakes. I worked in timber for 25 years. I watch for snakes. I don't even have to think about it anymore. One time I decided to kneel down without looking first, and I kneeled right on the head of a rattlesnake when I went to drop a tree. So luckily it was on the head, so we couldn't do anything. But it's like, whoa. I remember my guy working with me, Tom, goes, "What's the matter?" I go, I'm got my knee on the head of a rattlesnake. He goes, "You're freaking shitting me." I went, "Nope." And he looked over, he goes, pulls out his axe, whack. "Thank you, Tom."
Yeah.
Then I got up real quick. We took the shovel and tossed the head. Yeah, you're right, Dennis. There's some great history in Tennessee. John, what's in the plug? Charlie's brother from Digging Back. Hi, Deej. About 2 miles from where I am sitting, he hit a spot and he got a cap and ball revolver from the Civil War, or most of it, not the whole thing, but most of it. Yeah, Danny, I don't care. Now that I think about it, maybe I should just pick up a Knox coil. That way, if I ever pick up a 700 or a 600, I already have the small coil.
Gatoritis. That's so true, Mystic.
Gregory Gibson, hello.
Hey, Gregory.
Gatoritis, yep. That just always reminds me of that ranger was standing right at the edge of the water with his back to it, telling people, "You never want to do this." And then a gator snags him and drags him in, and he was gone. It was a video. I mean, it was supposed to be, one of those "don't do this" ads for TV. Yeah. And the guy died. So it's like the black cop that was telling the kids don't play as good because I'm a professional. As he reholstered his pistol, he shot himself in the leg.
Oh, I love those. Yeah. I just effing shot myself.
No, Dennis, he didn't bogart. That was his permission.
It's because everybody loves Bill, Richie.
Danny, that's right. That 6-inch coil so small, I imagine the ears wouldn't break on it. So, but then I can always just print out a ear stiffener if I wanted to. So
you can always get a patented Knox nuts from Marty.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, Richie. But Bill is my cellmate. Yes, we are. Mom and I are part of the Padded Cell Club from Brunch with Bean. We're founding members. We swap skirts and high heels and straight jackets and
just draw the line at lipstick, okay?
Well, I'd share lipstick with Mama. That'd be fine. But Mom, I finally got the plaid straight jacket to go with my kilt. Too much information, says John.
Hey, John, you ever going to do another live stream like you did a couple times back in the past? They were fun.
6-inch coil, 6 years, no issues. Thank you, Dennis.
That's good.
That will make me look for a good deal on a new one or a used one then. Marty Mitchell, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I love that skit.
Yep.
That was so hilarious. Oh.
Yeah, I used to love the 6-inch coil on my Equinox. I can't stand it on the Legend. It just throws the whole balance off for me. For me, it throws the balance of the machine off, and I can't get a good swing going. No matter what I try, I just can't use it.
Oh, because the way the battery and stuff is in the Legend.
Yeah, a lot of people swear by it. 6 inches is great. Yeah, no, it's not. For me, it's not. I can't use it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It makes it front end light and back end heavy. Huh?
Yeah, just throws my whole swing off.
Oh man, I didn't even get up till hi, Lisa, till 8 o'clock this morning, and I slept in.
Oh, really, Mystic? Calabash is leaving you too.
Well, guys don't gotta be good. It's like 8:30 at night. Kids are in bed. They got school tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. Just watch the F-bombs, no C word, and try not to say tinkle too much.
But you can say prune tang all you want.
Especially Marty Vistra loves prune tang, don't you, Marty? But,
Hey, Tim.
Metal Detecting Adventure Time. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Danny, that comment wants me to be so bad.
Yep. Prune Tang.
Pruning some tang. Oh, that's like we were talking about in a brunch. I think it was brunch with Eve one morning or somebody's stream. This lady wrote a series of books, kids' books on Amazon. And 5 of them have normal kids' names. The 6th one, it's Brenda's Beaver Needs a Barber. And this is a kid's book. The innuendo there alone is. I just started cracking up. I had to look it up. It's on Amazon. Yeah. And one of the lines out of it is my beaver is hairy. I went,
This is a kid's book.
this is a kid's book. And it's just freaking hilarious.
Dennis, if I could find the time, I would so join you up there.
A great book and read it. Marty's read it, of course. But I imagine it is a good. What, you read it to your granddaughter, Marty? But yeah, it is a real book. It's the title's hilarious. But like I said, when I started, I opened the thing up to see. Here's a picture of this hairy beaver. She goes, "I have a hairy beaver." How do you keep a straight face when you're reading that to a kid? You know, I mean, I couldn't.
Or can you imagine the kid going, "Mommy, do I have a hairy beaver?"
I get rich. Why didn't I think of that for a book? Oh, you watched the video. Oh, okay. I didn't know they had a video, but just a book. I mean, you know, because when you see the titles of her first 5 books, it's all, you don't even think anything like that because it's all geared exactly towards the kid. So it's like,
Yeah.
Was her mind off somewhere else that day when she came up with the title for the last book? Diana. Oh, you came in at the right time, Diana.
Hey, Diana.
No, we didn't make her leave, John. She's heard worse.
He just said worse.
That's what I love about my stream. We could talk about anything and everything. We go from metal detecting to weird crap all the time. So. And then go back to metal detecting and then on to something else.
That sounds kind of painful,
Blister
Richie.
beaver? Well, you could throw in the line, my beaver has a blister. You know, that's like they say when you know, there's certain things you say on TV. Like, you know, George Carlin said, "Hi, Ron. You could prick your finger on TV, but don't dare finger your." And he's right.
Zed, hey, Rob.
It's weird how you could turn the English language is so great to be able to turn stuff around like that.
Oh yeah,
that's like years ago. I used to listen to these comedy albums from a troupe called the Fire Sign Theater. They're out in the 70s. They came up with some hilarious stuff, like this. Their butler meets the guy at the door. And he goes, "Oh, you can wait here in the sitting room or sit here in the waiting room."
John Bob, how you doing?
John Bob, hello. This Swifties must be over. These are all the people that are over at Swifties.
Yep.
Welcome. Thank you for being here. Lord, 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 says Diana. Tom Cruise says, Rob, 3 days.
I wonder what
Jeff,
they're talking about.
how you doing, Jeff?
What's up, Jeffrey?
Swifty Raid. Yep, John Bob says Swifty Raid. We drive on parkways and park on driveways. Yep. And where else in the world can you say I got money up the wazoo? What are the? I can't remember. It was an old movie from the 70s. One of those stupid ones. It was a bunch of short skits, but there's this doctor's office with a nurse, and there's this girl on all fours on the desk, and the doctor looks at this nurse and says, "Go upstairs and get Dr. So-and-so." So this right away, so this guy comes around and he goes, "What?" And the doctor spreads this girl's cheeks, and you hear the song Dixie being whistled. And then the other doctor goes, "That's all you brought me down here for, is to listen to some asshole whistle Dixie?"
Yeah, sure, Dan. Sure.
Rob, you still here? Oh, yeah, he's just saying hi to everybody.
Oh, that's right, Brenda. No pants, no bra, no problem. Hey, Deej. Welcome back. Plugs.
Plugsy, how you doing, brother? We started it 35 minutes ago. Plugs, you're late. You'll be fine for that. Nah, you're not in trouble, Danny. Ever.
Very true, Plugs.
Yes, John, he's doing some car work this weekend. Here's Menardo coming up. Device not connected. Well,
yep, that's Menardo.
And as soon as Rob's computer warms up,
sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Neither do I. Of course, it'll take a while. Oh, the string broke. He's gone again.
Yep. Mystic, yes, it is. Thank you very much. The abscess and the infection's all gone.
Nice. Of course, still got to get it worked on, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rob will be back as soon as he feeds the squirrels or hamsters, whichever powers his computer.
Well, see what Brenda said. Rob has to pedal faster so you can charge up the computer.
That would never work, Mama. Rob can't pedal fast enough. He's got to use hamsters or pigeons, maybe. I don't know. Tequila works. Oh, there he is. Yeah. At least he's in the chat.
Yep. All righty, Zed. You take care.
Good night, Zed. Thanks for dropping by. Excuse me. Well, speaking of fart-powered chargers or plugs, got a good book for you. Who Cut the Cheese? A Cultural History of the Fart. Another one is Benjamin Franklin's Fart Proudly, which I can't seem to find. I think somebody stole my copy.
Hey, Robbie.
Changing computers. Hey, Rob.
Well, I tried it on my regular PC, the desktop, and apparently the camera does not like StreamYard. The camera will not interact with StreamYard, so I came back here on my laptop. It has
You're not the only one. You're not the only one having troubles with StreamYard, Rob. So it might not be your computer. I don't know whether they've changed StreamYard or something, but other people are having problems with it. So
Danny boy, it just might be. It's going to be damn close. Which one's older, me or my computer?
Well, if you find a tag on your computer that says inspected by Fred Flintstone.
I would like to acknowledge Tom Kingery. Let me go back up fast. Back up.
Whoever invented the back scratcher, my hat's off to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Evening backbreaking.
Oh,
Wow, I had to go way back here. Let's go back and find Tom's comment.
About 3 days to Florida hunt.
There it is, 9:35 p.m., 6 minutes ago. It says, Rob, 3 days. Tom, it's Tuesday night at 9:42 because I don't want to rush these things. Just letting you know that I've made up my mind. I am going to go up to Florida Hunt 10.
Oh, cool, Rob.
Jackson.
I've been debating it. I've been debating it because my hip's so bad I can't walk. But I have decided I'm going to go to the Friday night. I'm going to drive up Friday afternoon. Get a hotel room. Do I have one now? Denise goes, "You just going to drive around? Do you find some flop flea bag hotel?" And I went, "You know my motto, honey." I've invited about 6 people to go with me. Nobody seems to be able to go this year. Asked some guys from my club. Dalton's going to be on vacation out of the country. Troy cannot get off work. Kimberly's got to work. I asked another guy in my club. So I'm just going up solo. I just had the oil change in the Mercedes before the Daytona trip. It ran like a Swiss watch over Daytona and back. We put 500 miles in the car in 3 days, and it ran great. So I'm going to probably go up and get a hotel room somewhere near Stark, which is a little closer to Melrose than Gainesville is. Oh, sure you do.
Well, Rob, I hope you have some good luck and have a good time.
Hey, Mark Miller.
What I'm gonna do is I just can't walk. I just can't walk those 600-acre grounds. I just can't. My hips won't allow me to do it. So I will probably go out. Actually, Dalton and Troy got a night a couple years ago. Got a nice big church parking lot field. I will go back and hit that again. I might do some door knocking or some curb strips. And then what I'll do is I'll come back in around 5 o'clock for the raffles and the prizes underneath the tent. And I'll go and socialize. And I'm bringing some gooeys.
There you go.
403. How you doing?
Tom Kingery, you will get to try some gooeys because only the people that I know are in the stream will get first dibs on Miss Denise's gooeys.
Hi, Grandma Kelly. Hi, Loretta. Hi, Pat. Hi.
Yeah,
Hello,
Pat.
Grandma
Mike
Kay.
Robertson. We got a big Swifty raid going on here. Jeff Outlaw, how you doing? Thank you all for coming by.
Howdy, Mystic.
Got 32 in the house. Sweet.
Nice.
Robert, thank you.
I just gave you a thumbs up when I came in.
Hi, Wrench.
French.
Hi, Patty.
Wait. What the hell's Plugs talking about? Is anybody getting a Deus 3? Is there really a Deus 3 coming out?
That or you hit the wrong button.
Am I that far behind?
Not that I heard of, but who knows?
Hey, Joel, hello, Joel, Drum and Detect. Howdy, Mike Robertson. Hello,
Bugs, did you
403.
hit the wrong button or are they coming out with another detector already? Wouldn't surprise me.
Yep.
He's joking.
Yeah, he's joking.
There's Mr.
Swifty.
Parkrat. He was one of the people I asked, but Pat's got some stuff going on this weekend too.
Thank you, Wrench.
Nice, Wrench.
Hi, Swifty. Hi, Swifty and Karen.
Hello, Beth.
Thank you
Plugs,
very
I'm
much.
gonna wait for the Equinox 1699. This way I get the bugs worked out.
Frank,
Frank.
Literate, hello. Grandma Kelly, hello. Yes, I did.
Kelly,
Frank.
Kelly.
Yeah, Brenda, I just pedal faster. Yeah, my computers are not the world's newest machines. Zed, have a good night.
Ooh, -3 Celsius. Ouch, Mike Robertson. That's cold.
F that, okay? Whoever wrote that, F that. Nothing with negatives. Oh, Danny boy, wouldn't that be awesome? You know, it's funny you say, Danny boy, it's funny you say getting a Tesla computer mind reading. That new Neuralink company that Elon Musk founded that's putting brain implants on people that are paralyzed or whatever, they just got FDA approval for their first brain implant, and they implanted an AI chip in a guy's brain, and he can now move a mouse cursor with his thoughts. He's completely paralyzed, but he can move a mouse cursor with his thought input. That's wild. Good
And
evening,
that's
Mr. Jackson.
And that's the beginning of the rise of the machines, Rob.
There you go. Skynet coming our way there, Mark.
That's right.
Now, Mark, where are you at?
My bedroom,
Thank you, sir. What freaking state you in, sir?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, dude.
Oh, you're in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Well, then you're right up there by Mr. Blind Shane.
Yeah, but we're about, I think we said hour and a half, 2 hours away from each other. I'm in Allegheny County. He's in Somerset.
Okay. I'm hoping to meet some new people, some people I haven't met before, like Tom Kingery.
Forgot I was muted. Shane got divorced and moved, so I don't know if he's still in the same place. So it was about an hour.
I didn't know that. What?
Yeah.
Mark, you haven't heard this? You haven't kept up with this?
No, this is the first I heard of it.
Yeah, that's why
that's
he kind
about
of
6
disappeared
months
for a couple months. His wife wanted a divorce, and he wound up moving back in with his folks. He lives with his folks now.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was. Well, I don't want to say that. He was. Let's just say he took a break for a while.
Damn.
But
I know.
Rob, you were talking about this AI thing where the guy could think with his mind and make the mouse move, and he's paralyzed. Does that mean if his thing doesn't work, he can think it to work?
Wouldn't that be awesome, Bill? My arms work, Bill, and I think it to work sometimes, and it does.
Oh, he asked for the divorce. Pat said.
Oh, he asked.
Oh, really?
I didn't say I got a divorce. I don't know who asked for it.
Good evening, Miss Lisa. Okay, then I don't want to say stories wrong. If Pat knows better than me, I don't want to say stories wrong. I just know he got a divorce.
Yeah,
And
that's
he moved back in with his parents.
Yeah.
Grandma Kay, if you've got a Deus too, get out there and use it, ma'am. Thanks for the raid, Mr. Swift.
Grandma Kelly got a Deus too?
She says, I have a Deus too. I got to get out there and use it. Please do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am hearing so many things, great things about that machine. I personally have not used one. I have not seen one in person. When Jeff came over here from Austria, he had the Deus 1, and it was a very light machine. He spoke very highly of it, but to me, it looked like it was one step above origami for quality of build. Honey, is that you in the kitchen?
Hey, Whistle Pig.
All I know is Dale, hi. If I got a Deus too, I'd be one of those idiots that would go out and realize I forgot to charge the coil. I just
Oh yeah.
I have a hard enough time remembering to charge just the
Yes, I
machine,
did.
not
I came in.
Greg, how you doing, buddy?
Greg out
Okay, so
west. Hey,
so my
thanks for
question with the
being-
Deus is, does it have a USB charger like the Noxes do?
Yes. And I understand actually what it is. It's 2-in-1, so you plug in the coil and the control unit at the same time. At least that's what I understand. I don't know if that's right or not. But yeah, one charger cable does all three. Ruti says,
That's
yeah.
cool.
But I'd still
And I
forget to
also,
plug it
and
in.
I also worry because I guess if you're using it underwater, you when you're using it underwater, you have to have a wire just like every other metal detector from the coil. So you've got to plug that in. And that was the little plug piece that Merrill broke when he was down in the Bahamas. So Merrill wound
Yeah.
up not being able to use the Deus 2 underwater on his vacation because he broke that little connector piece off.
Yeah,
So that's what
he wasn't the
recommended.
only one that happened. A few other people did that. They made him
No, that's what he
originally.
recommended. You buy two of those at the same time. If you have a backup for that.
Hey,
NorCal.
NorCal.
There you go, Brenda. I'm waiting for one that can dig holes for me. That would be awesome.
Hey, I'm waiting for one that can dig holes, tell me what it is, and if it's good, throw it on eBay and sell it for me. Have you seen that new app they have for the phone? You're looking at something in an
Okay.
ad and you circle it and it goes and finds it for you so you could buy it.
No, haven't seen that.
Got a new app for Androids. It's called the Red Line or something like that. You see something and it's an app for your phone. You're watching an advertisement. You just circle something in there and it will find, oh, you can buy this here at this price.
No, that's already too scary.
You know what's scary is a modern phone has more computing power than NASA had available in computers when they made it to the moon.
Yep.
Yeah, and the shuttles had like 23 onboard computers.
Yeah, and all redundant systems out the wazoo.
Yep.
Now, I Am Zaxxon says something I totally agree with. Negative temperatures mean humans weren't supposed to be living there. I agree, sir.
Hey, even penguins agree with that. So
Yes.
if,
But Chris
if you
Roberts
watch
says, but at -3°C, you do have the parks to yourself. Well, I guess you freaking do, Chris, okay?
you ever watch the
Oh, that's a
Madagascar
great song.
series?
That's a great song, Mystic. In the year
Maria.
2525.
Maria,
If man is still alive.
you ever see any of the Madagascar movies with the penguins?
Yes.
The first one, they hijack that ship because they want to go home to the Antarctic. Remember that part, Rob? They get down there and there's just a blizzard. All they say is, "Well, this sucks," and they get the hell out of there.
Well, Diane, I believe that was the physicist. Bill, what's the name of the guy that was in the wheelchair?
Stephen
Hawkins.
Hawking's.
Yes, Stephen Hawking's. But
Yeah. He's gone now. So.
Well, Bill does a pretty damn good imitation of Stephen Hawkins.
So does Pat.
well,
That's who
Deej,
you're
wouldn't that
talking
be wonderful, Deej, in the future? Wouldn't that be wonderful if there was no more disabilities? Wouldn't that be wonderful, Deej?
So true, Brenda.
I just watched Oppenheimer. You saw it, didn't you, Rob?
Oh, me and my buddy Steve, the guy that I went to Daytona with, we went and saw that in the theaters. What a phenomenal movie.
Well, on Netflix, they have the precursor to that about Albert Einstein and what he did.
I heard when I was sitting here before we went to trivia, Mike had he had it on, and I could hear the Einstein part about having on, and I believe he was saying if he had known what that was created, he wouldn't have participated in it.
Yeah. Well,
Is that
all
what
I
I
know
heard
is
about
after
that?
the stream, after the stream tonight, I'm going to be up watching that. So I want to see that because Oppenheimer was so good. Cillian Murphy did such a
I tell you, it was a 3-hour movie that went by like that.
flat. Yeah, boom. It just kept you like, damn,
I mean,
all the way through.
you got Matt Damon. You got Matt Damon playing that colonel. He was flipping hilarious. And then you had Robert Downey Jr. as the one scientist that Oppenheimer didn't get along with.
Yeah.
There was just a great cast in that movie.
Great
but
cast,
I have to admit,
movie,
though, we were watching it, and the one sex scene when he's imagining having sex with the woman during the Inquisition, and she's sitting on his lap naked, doing him in that office room or whatever where he's imagining it. We had a bunch of old ladies that were in front of us in the theater just got up and walked out and left at that scene.
Well, thank you, Rich, for subbing everybody. Thank you. Cool. And thank you for the donation.
Yep.
Oh,
Chris,
I
have a
had
good
to
night.
leave early. Guys, did Swifty give away those proof sets that he told him to? Because I sent him pictures so he could show you what it was.
Evening, Tom Riley. We have the two Toms, Tom Kingery and Tom Riley.
Yep, they were here right away. Both of them right next, one after the other.
Danny Boy says, well, it's not just subbies that Rob Paul's behind the chat. No, I'm behind the chat all the time because I like reading them.
So, Rich, he did give them away. Thank you. So now I got to get hold of him to find out where he did. Awesome.
Take care, Dale.
Awesome.
Evening, Greg.
Damn it.
You're welcome, Kieran.
Madison Maine says one charger cable bill and charges all three at once.
Yeah, I saw
that's
that.
Gotta help. That's definitely got to help. Thank you, Tom Kingery, for subbing 403.
The way my brain works, I forget to plug it into the coil because I know I got to be plugged in separately because there's just.
Greg has the day at 1.
Town one. Well, you got my email, Swifty. Send me his info so I can mail them to him, or give him my email and have him send me the info. Either way, Mark. I don't, or Madtown or Anita. I thought it was Martin. Anita one. Okay.
Madison Maine says I use my DS2 on land only, and I use my Legend in the water. Now, has there been, from what I've heard, I haven't really heard anybody having problems with the DS2 in the water like they have with the Noxus.
I'll tell you, Rob, I'm a little upset with Nocta Macro. My double score is having problems already.
Uh-oh, that's not good, Bill.
The cam locks on the carbon shaft are loose. I was swinging the other day and it fell loose and things shot. My lower shaft shot out. And I put it back into where I had it and I marked it to make sure about 4 inches. It was good 4 inches in, so it shouldn't have slid out at all. But I showed him, and I'll show you.
Well, this stream went sideways. We're talking about 4-inch shafts sliding out, falling on the ground. Woo!
Graham McKelly, I couldn't agree with you more. I'm super tired of the negative. Life is hard enough.
See that move?
I see it wobble a little.
You can see it move if you really look close.
Now, your picture's not good enough for me to see that.
Wait a minute. Let me.
What you just froze up? Good evening, Miss Lisa. Well, I can see it slide now, Bill.
Yeah. My Xterra Pro, which is much older, and my Vanquish don't do that. And one of my buttons does.
Completely the opposite, Miss Brenda. I'd rather be hot and take the clothes off. Always opt for less clothes.
Charlie.
As a guy, I always say opt for less clothes. Damn, Mystic. Oh, 403 Prospector having 1,000 sub giveaway party soon.
Nice.
Good evening, Torchy.
That Swifty, yeah, I know it can use duct tape, but it freaking thing's brand new. It shouldn't be doing that.
Right.
Howdy,
And
Wrench.
Greg says no issues with his Legend.
Wow, and Metal Detecting Adventure Time says he actually changed. He went from the Deus to the Manicore because he didn't like the wiring system. He's the first person I've heard switch from the Deus to the Manicore, whereas Charlie went from the Manicore to the Deus 2. Very interesting,
Other
Metal
people-
Detecting Adventure Time.
A few other people went from the Manicore to the Deus too.
Greg, he
because
was here
it's
tonight.
light.
Chris Roberts was here tonight.
Yep.
All right, let me write that down, Greg.
Excuse me. Yeah, Lisa, I haven't had a problem with my Xterra Pro or my Vanquish is 4 years old now. No problem whatsoever with cam locks or buttons or anything.
They've
it's
been
half
out
the
that
price.
long, Bill? Are you sure?
Yeah, I've had mine 4 years now. The Vanquish, yeah. Bought it in 2020.
Nice.
Let me go grab a cup of coffee, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, but Grandma Kelly, you bought the 6-inch double D. That's actually an Equinox coil. Because the small coil for the Xterra Pro, the actual one for it, is the same shape as the 12-inch one. I saw the coil you got on it. It works. It's supposed to. So, but it costs a lot more than the Xterra coil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it works great, Grandma, but it's almost twice the price of the actual V8X coil for the Xterra. But I'm going to go that way because for some reason they can't seem to get any more of the small actual Xterra Pro coils out. Plus, if you ever buy a Knox 600 or 700, you can actually use that coil on it, whereas if it was the Xterra Pro coil, you could not. So. Reverse stripping that would make bank. I saw Mama's people pay me good money to put my clothes back on. That's right. You're going out to California in March 1st, aren't you, Charlie?
Wow.
Just watched Greg do a clab hunt with Dave and Laurie from Southern California. It was a good hunt. Dang.
Need some prune tang, Bill.
Something. Bill, digging Southern California. Bill and Christine, how you doing?
Hey, digging SoCal.
Oh, he sent the DS2 back and got the Manicore. Like the Manicore better, huh, Bill?
AU.
Diver 79. How you doing? Grandma Kelly, I really need tax deductions. Yeah, well, since you're monetized and that's your business, that's a write-off. So,
Yep.
new camera write-off, anything like that too. So oh, I understand it since you mostly have MindLab detectors. Yeah. Well, we were just talking, I've got the double score and it's already had problems, whereas my Vanquish and my Xterra Pro, I have no problems with them. So it's funny how the cheaper MindLab detectors hold up better than the expensive ones. But
Yep.
Oh, that coffee's warming me up some.
oh, dang. Yeah, I spent 3.5 hours out detecting, Rob. Spent
Uh-oh,
3.5 hours
head.
detecting. And I got a shotgun shell and 3 shield pennies in 3.5 hours.
Now,
That's why I'm
I've been there,
tired.
Bill.
Because where I went down, because I'm doing a test, I'm going to use the Vanquish, then the Xterra Pro, then the double score, go over the same area. The hillside I went down was like this, Rob. It's like this. Then I walked back up that after 3 hours of being down there detecting.
Yeah, that's not going to work for me. Brenda, that's when it's pool time. I'm biased, Brenda, because we have the pool here.
Grandma Kelly, I love the Xterra Pro. I mean, for the price, you can't beat the stinking thing. And it works. You know? It works. I just wish they'd come out with the stuff for it that they say they're going to and don't.
Yeah.
MindLab's really bad about that, though, doing stuff like that, or really good about doing stuff like that.
Howdy, Ron E.
Wrench has the Xterra Pro.
Lisa's had her Simplex for 4 years without an issue. Good for you, Lisa.
Well, who knows? I just might wait and pick up see if they have a deal on the 600 with the 6-inch coil and just buy that. That way I'll have the 600 and I can use both coils on my Xterra.
Grandma Kay, did you get your machine through Detector Warehouse? If you did, I would like to thank you very much. And if you make any more purchases there over $100, please use my discount code, thanks10. It'll get you $10 off any purchase of $100 or more.
Cool.
Dang it. Oh, my God.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to bid you a fair farewell tonight.
A fair adieu.
Thank you for coming up,
A
Mark,
fair
as
adieu.
always.
My pleasure.
Fair adieu.
Yep. I'll
Thank
see
you.
Thursday, Bill. And
Yep.
Rob, I guess I'll see you Saturday night, then Sunday.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get with Charlie, Mark, to see if he's staying up there Saturday night and if he's going to be near a computer. I hope to be home. My
There you
goal
go,
is to
Danny.
be home right just before around 9:30, 9:45 Saturday night, just in time to do the stream. If Charlie's not going to be there, I'm assuming Tommy's going to be up there, so it might be me and Zach Saturday night. If Charlie can do it from the hotel room, if they're not out partying,
Yeah.
that's great. Then I'll just be back up to Charlie. But I should be getting home just in time to start the stream at 9:45 if Charlie's not there.
All righty then. I'll
So,
see you then.
Yeah, we shall see you Saturday night then, sir.
Later,
See you
guys.
Thursday, Mark.
Yep.
Buffalo chicken dip. Hey, that's good stuff.
Wow. Did you see what Diggin' SoCal wrote at 10:05, Bill?
No, I missed it.
I was given the chance to try both the Deus and the Manicore before I pulled the
Oh,
trigger.
yeah.
I sent the Deus back and kept the Manicore. Wow. See, I guess it's just a preference, guys.
Well, like he explains later, he used almost all of his other machines are Mind Labs, so that's what he went with because he's used to it and it was easy for him to learn, which makes sense to me.
Yeah, he says it. My main reason was how easy the Manicore was to use, especially since I had Mind Lab. Yeah, I would think that having Mind Labs, I've had 4 Mind Labs now, that you probably have a little bit of an easier learning curve. I will tell you though, from stepping up from the 705 to the Knox 800, man, Mr. Dalton,
that was a big learning curve.
God bless him for the patience he showed with me. So good evening, NorCal, and good evening, SoCal.
See what Zaxxon wrote? I should be good on Saturday night. I just finished installing security screens on my cars pending Charlie's visit. Oh, Mama left?
Greg, have you ever put your 800 in the water?
I don't think he has.
Diana says, I love my 800, but I have not yet put it in the water. I tell everybody this. Listen, I've gotten my 800 got wet twice under warranty. So the control pod that's out there now, whether it's the 3rd control pod, it's out of warranty, and I will not put it in the water now because that was the one in the back of my truck during my accident, and it hit the back of my when I got hit in that accident so hard, it snapped my shaft in half and broke the ears off my coil. And then when I also rebuilt it, I now hear that there's a rattle inside the control pod. So it literally knocked something loose inside the control pod, and I don't trust it for being waterproof anymore. I already had the 600, but the warranty was getting ready to expire on the 600. So I had a guy in my club that I sold it to at a really good price. He's absolutely loving it. And I went out and bought a brand new 600 that Detector Warehouse had on sale. And it gave me an extra small coil. So I've got a new 600 now under warranty. So I use the 600 that's under warranty in the water, and I use my 800 on the land. Did I have a problem with the 600? But I kept saying, oh, the 600 is better than the 800. Yeah, the second time I put the 600 in the water, it flooded, and I was only in a foot deep of water. So the 600 I sold him they had just sent me the brand new control pod. So he got the brand new control pod with my 600 that I hadn't even turned on yet.
Now, guys, if you want a Mind Lab, you want to stick in the water, get an Xterra Pro. It's the cheapest one they make. So
yeah, and I've heard less problems with them in the water than I have with.
That's what. Yeah, I was going to say. It seems the cheaper they make them, the less problems they have with them. I don't get that, but.
Dan, you got to take care, buddy.
Yeah, I know Christine loves her Xterra Pro.
Bill from Digging SoCal, I can honestly tell you, and I am actually proud to say this, sir, I have never spent $1 to Starbucks in my life. Buffalo chicken.
I've never paid for Starbucks. I've had other people buy it for me. And the one time I went in and actually into a Starbucks, I looked up and they go, what do you want? I said, do you guys make regular coffee? They go, we got 37 flavors. I said, do you just make regular coffee? No. Goodbye. It's like,
Bill, Charlie said he's bringing the laptop, so he should be ready to go Saturday night.
Oh, cool.
There goes Charlie's ratings, NorCal says. Hey,
yes,
coming back from the RV park in Orlando, I lost complete control of the Sunday stream that week with Zach, Charlie, and Pat taking it over. There you go. There you go, Zach.
Jackson, all of their coffee is the most god awful stuff I ever drank.
Yeah, Bill, I'm not sure. Dalton and I talked about it at the beginning whether we both were going to go get the 7 or the 900. I'll be honest with you. I don't, for that much of a jump in price, just to get a little more discrimination for bottle caps. I mean, yeah, we all get frustrated at bottle caps, but I mean, I know the 6 and the 8 pretty well now. But if you did give me the choice between the 900 and the Manicore, I think I would get the 900, Bill.
Danny does pretty good with that 700 he won from you and Charlie. I mean, he does real good with it.
Oh, he loves
Seems
that
to be
thing.
pretty nice.
Greg says,
Yeah.
I bought the Deus one before I got my 800. I love the Deus, but the 800 is my go-to machine. Greg says, but I've never hunted in the water. Let me tell you, Greg, the first time I took my 705 in the water, obviously I could only take it up about 2 feet up in the shaft because you couldn't get the control box because it wasn't waterproof. And I was in a lake in Georgia at a swimming hole. And when you start pulling your first coins out from a foot underwater, it's like, to me, it was like finding buried treasure underwater. It was, I mean, I know it was just some nickels and some clad change, but God, it was so exciting finding stuff underwater. I was immediately hooked, and I promised myself my next detector would be waterproof. And about a year later, they came out with the Knox 800, and I got on that list immediately. There you go. Greg says you got to move slow in the water.
Ah, Danny, okay. The 700 seats, I mean, it doesn't have any of the problems that the 6 and 800 have. I do like, I know most people that have Minelab don't like the 0 to 100 scale, but I do like it. That's what the 700 has, doesn't it, Danny? A 0 to 100 scale instead of the -9 to 40. Like the Xterra Pro, it's got 0 to 100.
Yeah, Zaxxon makes it a point, Bill, like you were talking about. The cheap, good working machines draw brand loyalty, and then you buy a good one and you get screwed. Yeah, like you're talking about with your Minelab, your Xterra. See, and NorCal says he's had his 800 surge for hours and never had a problem.
Oh, total of 119 on
Grandma Kelly. Nope, Grandma Kay. I just refuse to pay $6 to $7 for a cup of coffee when I can buy a pound of Maxwell House for that.
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
I agree with Greg. $6 for a Venti white mocha. See, I don't even know what the fuck that means. A Venti white mocha hat. I don't even know what that means. I'd be like that person that just stands there and have no idea how to order at Starbucks. Charlie, yeah, I'm glad you guys think that was an awesome stream.
Oh, it's -1 through -19, then 0 to 99. Wow. That's a heck of a scale. Once you got that figured out, though, you know what you're digging.
Digging SoCal is coming to Florida at the end of April. That is absolutely perfect to be in Florida. It's warm. The people are at the beach, but it's not obscenely hot, and the humidity hasn't kicked in yet. Bill and Christine, that is the perfect time to be in Florida. Please let me know where you're going to be so we can hook up. Tim and Kathy from Team Lynch came down.
Thank you, Swifty.
I hooked up with them on Clearwater Beach last year, and oh my gosh, what a great day of detecting we had.
Thank you,
yes,
Swifty.
You guys did, Greg.
Swifty just hit me with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Swifty.
Thanks, Swifty man.
Yeah, you diver. I understand that the 600, 800 have problems. Why they've never fixed that? Yet the Xterra Pro, the Vanquish, the 7 and 900, and the Manicore don't have that problem.
Take care, Brenda.
Oh, thank you, Grandma Kelly. Wow. Thank you, guys.
Digging SoCal, I would dispute that the east side of the state's better for water hunting. I think I find a lot more here on the west side.
It just depends on who you watch, Rob.
Thanks. He
Some
said we'll
people
figure out the plan. Let everybody know. Thanks.
that's like watching the
Greg made the most obvious statement tonight. I just wish the 800 coil ears were built stronger. They don't need to be built
Yeah.
stronger, Greg. They need to be built 1 to 1.5 centimeters thicker. That's all they need. And considering that's just one mold, all they would have to do is just scrape out that mold a centimeter and a half thicker. And I mean, how hard it would be to recast that mold? I can't believe that they're not saving money by having to replace all those coils under warranty. I can't tell you how many people I know that have, including myself, that have sent broken coils back under warranty when all they have to do is change that mold. I just can't.
Well, plugs, that's not true. If you go over to the UK and find one of those hordes, you can get wealthy. Because even though they got to give it up, they get paid for it. So
thank you, Grandma Kelly, for Bill.
Yep. Grandma Kelly, Swifty, and Wrench, thank you all.
Yep, plugs, it's a hobby, buddy, and that's why I enjoy it every single day, guys. I'm never going to get rich. My channel's not going to get me rich. You know, I average about 86 cents a day on my channel when I look at it, but I'm just having a blast, guys.
Oh yeah, so am I. I went out today, spent 3.5 hours to find a shotgun shell and 3 shield pennies, and loved every minute of it. I don't care. It's just being outside, moving around, I love nature. So
yeah, you're right. You're right, Greg. They should have fixed that a long time ago. That should have been addressed when they came out with the 7 and the 9 with the better coil and ear and shaft system. They should have upgraded the 6 and 8 at the same time.
yeah, and they did it with the Xterra Pro.
Well, I'm just having such a fun time with this, Bill. I never imagined my channel would have. I'm at 39.94 right now, guys. I'm coming up on $4,000. I would have never imagined my little rinky-dink channel hitting $4,000. I'm having a blast.
I was watching this girl. She was talking about that. She had one short that had 10 million views. She goes, you know what I got from the advertisement on that 10 million views? $11.39.
Who got 10 million views?
Some girl, I couldn't remember her name. She did it. She got 10 million views on one short, which had an ad in it, and the ad revenue was $11.39 on 10 million views.
Now,
yeah, you're not going to get
I find that very hard to believe because that's a shitload of views on a short. My and Troy's cop video, our curb strip video that went viral, and I got 25,000 views when the cops got called on the curb strip. That video made me almost $200. So,
that's a full length video. So I imagine they don't pay near as much for a short.
Right, and it was a full length 16, 17-minute video, so it had 2 commercial breaks in it. Gee, Charlie still hasn't sent that Manicore back.
Well, just send it to me, Charlie. I'll take care of it for you.
Well, I don't even know what the hell the soft key means. Evening, Chop Shop.
Hi, Chop Shop.
Even Bill says if it's a short, you don't make much money. But I mean, 10 million views.
Yeah. Oh, Rob, I've seen some of those shorts where you're looking at 22 million views on them. It's just the content. So
I'm really excited. I've got my first short, crossing over 10,000 views. I'm excited. 10 million.
Mystic says, Rob, you got to show some side boob.
You know, Mystic, my girlfriend's so great. She was at Publix a few months ago. And there was a woman in front of her with a top that had like the entire side boob showing. And Denise took a picture from the side to show me the side boob and sent it to me. What a great girlfriend I have. Just here, honey. Here, honey, I know you appreciate some side boob.
Look at what Bill says at Digging Southern Cal. I get 10,000 views and make less than $1. So,
Yeah, I mean, I keep a log of my channel stats every single day. Okay, so right now, the last
what's
30
hanging
days,
on Charlie?
the last 30 days, my channel has made 138.88. But out of that 138.88, over 130 of it is super chats. So what happens is tomorrow it'll probably say 139.40. So you take the difference of that, then my channel made 68 cents for the day.
Yeah. AU Divers got it. Cat videos go crazy too. Scantily clad women and cat videos. Go figure.
I know, Marty. I know, Marty. What a gal.
What if you combine them?
Well, Plug said something up here a couple minutes ago. I meant to make a comment on it. Let me go back and. No, I got to find this. Plugs for Days at 1023 wrote, I enjoy this hobby. I enjoy way less than half of the people who are involved in this hobby. There are certain people in here that in this hobby that make it less fun. But you know what? The guy that I had a problem with that was doing this strictly to make money, and he admitted flat out that he's just doing metal detecting and YouTube to try and build up his channel so he can go buy a ranch out in the Midwest, which I thought was completely the wrong reason to metal detect and have a YouTube channel.
VD.
But yeah, VD, he hasn't put a video out now in 5 months. So I got a text from somebody the other day saying, hey, did VD stop detecting? I go, I don't know. I just haven't seen a video in 5 months. I don't know if he's in Miami. I don't know where he's at, but he hasn't done a video from St. Pete Beach in 5 months. I just think back to those old commercials in the 70s and 80s, Bill. VD is for everybody.
Yeah.
No, that's right, NorCal. I posted a short last week, and it shows 1.3 thousand views with only 5 comments. That's about right.
Mystic says, "Can I Mystic? You could tie a cat to a detector. I don't know what happened if he posted the video, but I'm sure there'd be a lot of people upset.
Plugs, I use Vermont. Wow, I said it. Can we erase it? I use VD because I told him I wouldn't use his name on my stream anymore. We had a confrontation at Florida Hunt 9, and how should I put this, Bill? He adamantly requested that I keep his effing name off my channel.
Yeah, but like you said, the bad part was he was so nice about the whole thing.
Really, Bill, I thought he was going to punch my lights out, and because Kimberly was standing there and she was like, she's listening to this exchange, and she's like, oh my God, Rob's like telling this guy everything, and he's being so calm about it. Way politer to me than I would have been to somebody that said all those things about me, because I told him to his face he was a fraud, and that he wasn't good for the metal detecting community, and I flat out told him you're a ring planner. You're a flat out ring planner, and he said, well, I'm not, and I disagree with you everything, and I said, no, I know you plan. So yes, we do have a gentleman's agreement.
I knew one of his first videos where he finds all these rings, like you said, and I'd seen other people on the same beach, and not one of them found a ring, or maybe one found a ring. And all of a sudden, this guy's in the same beach, and it's like it was 6 or 7 in one day. It's like something ain't right here.
Our club has returned. We are the number one ring finders. What do you call it? Paid member. Okay, everybody pays the guy in Canada that started ring finders, so you pay for a territory. Okay, we are the number one paid territory and across the world in ring finders. Our club finds more rings. We have returned over 700 pieces of jewelry to people. Okay, and a lot of those are off Clearwater Beach. Okay, how many of those have we gotten called for off St. Pete Beach? 0. Yet nobody's apparently lost a ring or a piece of jewelry there, but somebody seems to find more gold there than anybody in the world, even though none of it's ever lost. Yeah, Hill.
Oh, ouch, Jackson!
Awesome plugs. Diana, when you've been detecting for 2.5 to 3 years, and you declare yourself the world's best beach detectors, when I've had guys in my club 20, 25, 30 years detecting beaches, and I have respect for them and the things they've learned and the things they've taught me, and you show up in 2.5 years later and you go, I am the world's best beach detectorist. The arrogance of that is just unfathomable.
Well, I stopped watching when he started talking about how great he was, and then I'm going to have these giveaways, but you're going to have to pay the shipping because I'm not going to pay the shipping on your freaking free prize. It's like, man, you're really a jerk. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to give something away, folks, and I'll send it to you as soon as you send me money.
So
let me double check. Let me double check right now. Oh, I like my main thing,
don't
Bill.
Put that in front of it.
When he changed his I was just going to say that, Bill. When he changed his channel name, he was so uncreative. He couldn't come up with a new channel name, so he just stole somebody else's channel name.
Yep. That he did. Oh, that's nice, Diana. Yeah, Plugs, this guy's a jerk. He wasn't at first. Hi, Papa, how you doing? Then all of a sudden, within a couple of months of him starting his channel, he started going off the deep end. I mean, I knew it was going to go to hell the first time I heard him say, you know, people should pay me to watch my videos. It's like, dude, you got 500 subscribers and you just started.
Well, here's another fake channel, Treasure Keeper 68.
His first name is his detecting channel is Metal Detecting Channel, not because that was already used by the guys in the UK. Metal Detecting Channel. Go watch some of his old videos. You'll see who he is.
There's the existing.
But his initials are BD.
There's the existing channel out of England.
That's the real one.
That's the real one. The two guys out of England that have a good channel. And he just dropped the and stole their channel name.
Yeah.
So sad.
Oh.
7 months, Bill.
Oh yeah, the time he went metal detecting with his pistol, that was stupid.
He deleted that one after we confronted him about it.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we told him that makes it bad looking on metal detectors and gun owners. Well, it's just joking.
You know, he's
Well,
like
it's not a
that.
very
He's
good
like
joke,
that
dude.
one. He's like that one. Oh, should I dare step on my? Hey, it's Tuesday night. It's late. I can say this. Should I dare step on my dick here and say this? But it's kind of like that father-daughter duo out of New York that finds everything they find is a phenomenal find week after week, better than last week, hunting the same parks that everybody who hunts with them
In the same money
doesn't find
reserve park that they hunt all the time.
anything. This week's a largie. Next week's a trime. Next week after that, Spanish silver. Next week after that is a rare button. The week after that is 3 largies. The week after
Right,
that's a real. Every week it's better and better. They never have an off week metal detecting. Digging SoCal,
Yeah.
I am sure of hell not an expert. I can tell you that.
Rob, your computer's locking up and you're losing sound. But at least at my end you are. But anyway,
Yep.
Anybody else that Rob doing that too?
Mm-hmm.
Grandma Kelly says I plan all my nails.
NorCal, you're not missing anything.
Yeah, you're not missing anything. But what was one I was
Well,
just
Greg,
reading?
you don't
I
know who we're
forgot.
talking about, Greg, because, and I say this with all due love and respect, Greg, because you live under a rock.
Yeah. But in this case, it's fine that you live under a rock, Greg. You don't want to know this guy. You really don't.
Yeah, that's what Danny was talking
He's
about.
just one of those people that he's.
Danny boy, it's not that he went door knocking with a gun.
My ears are going out.
He got the permission, and then to make a comedy part of his video, he went back up to the lady's door, and this is like an old Victorian 1910 or 1905 house. He went back up to the door and had his partner film him, and he took his 9mm out, and he didn't simulate rapping on the door. He rapped on the lady's door with the gun, and then turned to the camera and said, "This is how we go 100% on getting our permissions." Now, my point of this was, here's this little old lady that gives him permission. She's a little lady because Dalton had knocked on this door, and we had tried to get this permission. So he gets the permission, and he got the permission by saying he was affiliated.
Good night, Rich. Thanks for being here, and thank you.
With the local historical society, which was obviously full of shit. But what if this lady, after she gives him permission, happens to look out her window and sees him walking back up on the porch again and says, "Oh, maybe he forgot to ask me something." And suppose she opens her door again to talk to him at the same time that he's rapping with that firearm, and she sees that big ass 9mm right in front of her face. Okay, not only would that have been bad for them, metal detectors would have never had another chance in that entire community.
Yeah.
Well, he's living in his van now, Diana. Hey, PA, good evening. Hello, chatsters. Oh, I like that. Greg's right. Bill and Christine used to have great chemistry. Used to are hilarious.
Okay, Rob. Sorry, I thought it was at your end. It's apparently at my end.
I'm
My internet's going wonky.
When I lock up on my end too, Bill.
Yeah, I realize that. And all of a sudden it's like, because I have my Alexa and stuff hooked up, and I'm getting the red circle of death from my Alexa, so something's going
Oh,
on.
I hate the red circle. Bill, yeah, there's a couple. I know there's one California channel out there, and again, I looked at the last 7 of his videos, and 6 out of his 7 had gold in them. Guys, I've never had more than 2 videos in a row with gold, and then you won't see gold again for 4 months because I got lucky 2 nights in a row. I don't know what to say here. Wendy says, I get my best views on the junk I find. Wendy, my junk shorts do better than my good shorts.
Same here. Even my videos with the junk do better than my videos with the good stuff. So I don't know.
Thank you, Danny boy.
Oh,
no, Mystic, I did not see that. Bill, did you see that? Mystic says,
what?
Rob, you see Calabash Digger is leaving YouTube. No, I did not know that.
He is? Wow.
That's what Mystic just said.
Wow. Really? Are you talking about Always Glad for Clad plugs?
Reg, have a good night. Thanks for popping in, buddy.
He's probably just going to take a break then, done for a while.
Plugs. I got to admit, Plugs is right. I miss Tony. He says that drunk fucker was always fighting with his wife. I'm like,
oh, yeah. I miss him in the Zoom meetings.
Tony was a trip, and he was even more of a trip. He was even more of a trip in the Zoom meetings, Plugs.
Hi, David.
He came in the meeting that one night so pissed off because his wife took his truck out without his permission, and she totaled it, and they didn't have money to get the truck fixed, and I guess it didn't have collision. So he kept saying he was going to have her charged and arrested for stealing his truck. And I go, Tony, I'm an ex-cop. You can't. Your spouse owns everything you own. Okay, it's communal property. You can't charge a woman you're married to with stealing your truck just because your name's on it. It doesn't work that way, buddy.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was pretty much the final straw. When she wrecked his truck, that was the one that finally split him up. Yes, we do, Plugs. Yeah. We miss you, Tony. R.I.P. Tony. Diane, Tony was glad for Clad. Mr. Diggs, glad for Clad.
Mr. Diggs always glad for Clad.
Always glad for Clad, yes.
Oh, I just seen there's the videos showing up now. 6 hours ago, Calabash is quitting YouTube. Wow. Son of a gun. John Amon, welcome. Texas
Even
Donna.
Charlie says, wow. Yep, NorCal,
38 people. Wow. Oh.
Yep, I agree, Grandma K. You can't guess shorts. They do their own thing. I stopped trying to predict shorts. When I did my 3 Monday digs, it took me 3 videos to show my 32 rings I got last year. I put all 32 rings in a 20-second thing. I went boop, 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 short, and I thought that was gonna be my first big viral short. Titled 32 rings gold. All my rings for the year. It got less than 500 views. But yet my 66 Clad quarter that was almost silver. That's got over 4,000 views.
What I always loved about Tony, though, when he'd be in somebody else's stream and come up or something he'd say in the chat, and later on people would go, what the hell was that all about? And that's just Tony.
Marty, I did not go to that park, but I did print off the county rules for metal detecting in a park. Sunday it rained all day. Yesterday it rained all day. Today was effing cold. I have to take Denise's dad to a doctor's appointment tomorrow at noon, and when I come back, I'm heading out to that park tomorrow, Marty, and we're going to see what's We're going to see what's going on. For those of you wondering what we're talking about is she detectorist hunted a small beach park that has been in numerous ones of my video. It's a county park with a small beach that, by county, our county allows metal detecting. I've been hunting there for years, and she had one of the park employees came over and said the park is no longer allowed to metal detect the park or the beach because the county is going to be leasing part of the park to a restaurant that's building a restaurant boat docks. Well, that hasn't been finalized yet. I went and did some research on the county website, and they're still negotiating with this restaurant because they're getting a lot of backlash from residents allowing this restaurant because there's a Native American Indian mound where hundreds and hundreds of pieces of artifacts have been found around this Indian mound. And so
that's by federal law illegal.
Well, she didn't know where the Indian mound was. She wasn't as familiar with it, but it's right next to the parking lot. And another thing that's amazed me is they just let the Curse of Oak Island come to that beach because there's a Spanish well there. And they had a lot of the crew. One of the two brothers was there and a couple of the younger guys. And they wound up digging a whole bunch of holes looking for Spanish treasure around that Spanish well. And of course, as soon as they got 3 feet deep, Bill, all their holes started filling with water because they were digging at the water line. I don't know what they thought was going to happen. Good evening, David. And so it would really piss me off if I found out that the county just let the Curse of Oak Island guys come here and dig up the beach, and then a couple months later shut it down to metal detectors because they're releasing part of the park to a restaurant company. Well, I can't find anything in writing where that deal is done yet, so I'm going to request that I be shown written notification from the county that you can no longer park there. So I'm going to that park tomorrow, Marty. Good evening, Miss Texas Donna. Thank you for smacking that like button. No, Dennis, you've never gone on a stream or video, Dennis, saying you're the greatest thing since sliced bread, and that you know where the gold is, and that's easy to find, and no, you've never been like that, Dennis. Evening, John. Uh-oh, we must have lost Bill. Yeah, Tony, I miss Tony too. I was shocked when Shane, Ohio River History, told us that. He had talked to him just a few hours before he'd passed away. Oh, Grandma Keller, we talk trash about you all the time, ma'am. Just kidding. Hey, just dig it. Good evening. Oh, PA says, I heard Georgianne's coming to Freedom Fest 2024. It will be cool to meet her. I would like to meet her.
You going to Freedom Fest, Rob?
I don't even know where that's at, Bill. Diane is exactly right. You can't get along with everybody. I know and I say this, Bill, because I'm my own worst enemy. And I mentioned it Sunday. I was really pissed off that the stream before last Sunday, we had like 13 duck races, but I got 2 fucking thumbs down. Okay. Pissed me off. Okay. And now people know that thumbs down pissed me off. I go, oh, we're just going to give Rob more thumbs down because it pisses him off. Let's just piss Rob off. If I ever find out you're giving me thumbs down and you're somebody in there that's trying to win silver for me, your ass will be banned from my channel so fast it'll make your fucking head swim. I just don't understand what about the Sunday stream that's the funnest stream out there. It's Charlie and I just have a great time on Sunday. I just don't understand what you can leave a thumbs down about because you didn't win a duck race. Take care, Miss Lisa. Oh my God, Digging SoCal, they had a short with 173,000 views and it made $2.91. Okay, Bill, you might be right then that 9 million views, she made $11. I just don't get that. That's right. Greg says, you're late, Dennis. We already all talked about smack about you. We already moved on. Oh yeah, we all wish we could hunt some of the grounds that Dennis has. Dennis has been on some really old, early Americana. You're hilarious, Grandma Kelly.
Can you guys hear me? I keep losing my internet at this end.
I can hear you and see you now, Bill.
Well, you're cutting in and out on me, but I know it's at my end because even my phone's and stuff. So, guys, it's 10 to 10. I'd love to keep going, but it's just I'm losing the internet here. So I don't know why either. The weather's good. We've had no problems till now.
Thank you, Luder.
Great all day.
Greg, let's go ahead and hold off till Bill's stream is better next week. Let's hold off. We'll do some duck races, and we'll give away some silver and stuff next week.
Yeah, that'll work. So thank you all for being here. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you, Rob, for coming up as always. Greg, Diver, Torchy, Alice, Maria, Marty, Tim and Kathy, Bill and Christine, Diana. Thank you all. Plugs. Everybody have a great evening, and we'll see you next week. We'll see you at Rob's.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for the great comments. Tom Kingery, we will see you Friday at Florida Hunt 10. We'll be there. I'll see Mr. Charlie too, and Mr. Brad, his partner. So we'll see you guys this weekend. I'll be taking some footage so you guys can see that next week. Thanks, Bill. Thanks for having me up.
Thank you, Rob. Thanks for being here.